Hi, it's Stephanie with Savoir Faire. Just like most of us grown-ups of a certain age, your email list needs a health check every now and then. In large part because most of the popular email marketing services have requirements for list health. Your email services provider will analyze a few things about your email sends, including 1. How many email addresses report a hard bounce, which means the email can't even be delivered? How many times someone marks your email as spam, and how many recipients are unengaged, meaning the person receives your email, but over time, they don't open or read or click any of them. Even if everyone on your email list initially opted into receiving your emails, your list deteriorates over time for completely innocuous reasons. And like our bones and joints, your list naturally decays over time from things like organizational turnover, company closure, a name or email address change, or even shifting an email services provider, like somebody goes from Yahoo to Gmail. So without regular checkups, your list can go from healthy to sickly simply through atrophy. And that makes Savoir Faire a lot like your primary care physician in that we recommend a regular checkup for your email list. There are a few common characteristics of an email list that starts off healthy. First, it's built in a reputable way. This means no purchasing email lists, no scraping websites for email addresses, or adding people to your list who haven't opted in to receive your emails. No matter how much you want a bigger list, this isn't a good way to get it. And practices that were kind of on the edge a handful of years ago, 5 years ago, just aren't acceptable anymore. Like adding someone to your email list because you got their business card at an event. No go. Second, your email list is grown organically. And that means it's been built over time with people who have opted in to receive emails from you. And usually that happens when they fill out a form on your website, they provide their email address and click the box that says, yes, I want to receive an email from you. You do have that box on your forms, right? It also means you haven't grabbed a list from the last trade show you went to and dumped it into your contacts. And as much as possible, again, do not purchase email lists. In general, emailing people who haven't opted in to receive your emails is risky because you could see a lot of hard or soft bounces, or your emails could be marked as spam. And most email service providers qualify a purchased list as against their terms of service because those people have not opted into receiving email from you. When you send email to bad email addresses, they bounce. And a higher bounce rate raises red flags for email service providers and affects the deliverability of future emails you might want to send. And let me qualify, a higher bounce rate is something approaching 1%. There's really not a ton of wiggle room there. Once you're on your service provider's radar as sending bad emails, they may limit how many addresses on your list you can email at a single time, or the frequency that you're allowed to send email. Ultimately, they could prohibit you from sending emails at all. And if you use your site's domain to send email, you also risk your website itself getting blacklisted. And when that happens, you become invisible online. The more often you mail your list, the better your bounce rate will tend to be because of incremental verifying and cleaning that happens along the way. If you wait a long time between emails, expect a higher bounce rate when you do finally send that email. But be warned, just sending emails is not an email cleaning tactic. One way to actively clean your list is to use an email verification service. We like ones called Never Bounce or Bright Verify. With these services, you upload your list and the service tests the validity of an email address without actually sending an email to it. And this allows you to remove dead emails from your list. Verifying and testing your email list, especially if you haven't done it before, can reduce your list by 20% or more. But keep in mind, those are bad addresses that aren't receiving your messages anyway. Now, email list health is just one aspect of a successful email marketing campaign. My team has compiled valuable information on a plethora of other email topics in our Ultimate Guide to Email Marketing Strategy, which is linked in the video description. Keeping your email list healthy is just one more way that we help you make your marketing matter.